Diyal. Let's begin with the breaking updates. The Raj Bhavan secretariat has now asked the state government to give details of the files and the proposals that were cleared on the 22nd, 23rd and the 24th of June. This is a direction that is coming amid the allegations following the rebellion of the Shiv Sena MLAs, where a number of files that were cleared and government resolutions were issued in a hurry in the Mantralaya. Now, last week, Santosh Kumar, who is the principal secretary to the governor, Bhagat Singh Koshyari, had written to the chief secretary directing for the details of the decisions, deliberations, the GRs and the circulars that were to be sent to the governor. On receiving the letter on Monday, the chief secretary had asked the additional chief secretary of organization and management to collate the data. So the proposals that have been cleared, this is the Raj Bhavan seeking details on to what has happened, the work and the resolutions that have been taken up in the Mantralaya from the 22nd till the 24th, and the detailed report that has been sought by the Raj Bhavan. Exactly what this is all about, Shivani?
Well, here we have been understanding through our sources as well that several GRs have been passed. In fact, the amount is above 1,000 crore of this particular GRs. Those have been, sold particularly right now. What we are also given to understand that several ministers are out of the state. They are not working. They are not coming to Mantralaya. They are not reaching out to their respective offices. That is why the governor, the Raj Bhavan secretary, has now asked to send, the state government to file a clear reply as to what all GRs have been cleared on 22nd, 23rd and 24th. Because as per sources, what we are gaining that several files are now in fact being closed, several GRs are not being cleared, and some GRs were cleared on a very immediate basis. Those could have been cleared after 2-3 months of time. So we clearly understand, looking at this particular situation in Maharashtra, several ministers, those are present in the state, have signed several GRs, which is worth more than 1,000 crore, clearly showcases that the number of GRs are too high. And in the absence of those particular ministers, what is exactly happening in their ministries is also being asked by the state government. So
absolutely, with the questions also being raised as to who exactly is now running the government, with many of those ministers said to be missing as they have joined the Eknath Shinde camp in Guwahati. Shivani, stay on with us. Let's straight away head to Guwahati itself. Tamal is joining us live right now. Tamal, basic relief that came in from the Supreme Court to the Eknath Shinde camp, what could be the next possible step?
Well, yesterday the evening meeting, which started roughly around 5 in the evening, lasted for very long, and what you've been given to understand by sources that along with all the MLAs and Eknath Shinde, the legal counsels were also present. Now, obvious question had been as how long they plan to stay, stick around in Guwahati, how long they plan to stay here, to which Eknath Shinde had kind of exuded confidence that he is possibly contemplating of leaving Guwahati. It could happen this week itself. Even then, their stay in Guwahati has been extended till July 5th. Initially, it was till 27th of June. That got extended till 30th of June. And now it has been extended till 5th of June. All this while the meeting was on to deliberate upon as what could be the next move. Now, whether they would move to the governor or not, something there would be a clarity by afternoon today. Because yesterday in the meeting, we have been given to understand that too was discussed as whether after the judiciary's intervention, after the Supreme Court's intervention, and given the fact the matter has been matter would resume for hearing on 12th of July, can in between the Eknath Shinde camp move to the governor expressing their strength. It's something they're still waiting for clarity. So at this point in time, it seems like they would be sticking around in Guwahati till today or tomorrow, and thereafter a fairer clarity would be coming. But at this point in time, yes, of course, after the Supreme Court interim verdict, it is certain that they need not have to respond to the Deputy Speaker. And the contention they had raised about the Deputy Speaker's position as whether it is any further maintainable or not, that has found that matter has been admitted by the Supreme Court. That itself proves there is possibly some merit in the argument which has been made or the petition which has been filed by Eknath Shinde. But on the other hand, we have seen that Shiv Sena had been expressing absolute confidence. Shiv Sena had of Uddhav Thackeray camp. They are suggesting that none of these things would be affecting or impacting the government, and they would emerge stronger. So you have to wait and see how far the battle goes and where it ends. But it seems like Eknath Shinde and the camp would be here in Guwahati at least today and tomorrow. A fairer clarity would be coming by end of day today as whether they would be approaching the governor or some other party would be approaching the governor and they would be extending the support.
All right. So